infecção pelo HIV, que é o vírus causador da AIDS, é um dos principais problemas de saúde pública em todo o mundo. Mais de 35 milhões de pessoas já vivem com o vírus nos diferentes países, especialmente ao sul do Saara africano. O número de pessoas que morrem de AIDS todos os anos ainda é impressionante e nós precisamos avançar na ciência para descobrir novas formas de combater essa epidemia. Entre as coisas que precisamos ainda descobrir estão novas metodologias para conseguir saber se uma pessoa vai bem ou mal da infecção pelo vírus, descobrir métodos novos de tratar as pessoas que têm o vírus no seu corpo e tentar algumas estratégias mais recentes para eliminar o vírus e, quem sabe, atingir a cura da infecção pelo HIV, criar novas metodologias para prevenir a transmissão do HIV de uma pessoa para outra, especialmente desenvolver uma nova vacina contra a AIDS ou, quem sabe, desenvolver uma vacina que impeça as pessoas de contraírem o vírus. Nós criamos esse curso avançado de patogênese da infecção pelo HIV para procurar entender cada vez melhor como que o vírus ataca o sistema de defesa das pessoas e como nós podemos combatê-lo. Esse curso tem a participação e convida para vir assistir estudantes de pós-graduação, profissionais de saúde que atuam no combate à infecção pelo HIV/AIDS nas diferentes especialidades, médicos infectologistas, pesquisadores, cientistas e professores que atuam também na mesma área. Os participantes desse curso têm a oportunidade de serem expostos ao conhecimento mais recente e atualizado na pesquisa em HIV/AIDS em todo o mundo. Os participantes que vêm de fora trazem o que foi apresentado nos recentes congressos que debatem os avanços no combate à epidemia de HIV/AIDS.
This conference focuses on the two most important aspects of HIV medicine. We are looking for a cure for HIV, and we're looking for a vaccine and definitive ways to prevent transmission. This conference is very much focused on those issues. The best conferences are the ones where people come together and share ideas, and the ideas are creative and openly expressed. And this is what people are doing here at this conference. The Brazilian investigators and students have so many great ideas and interesting science that is moving forward. And it gives us a chance to share in those ideas. You know, I think that that we will establish new collaborations that will move all of our science forward and the fight against HIV. Brazil has been such a leader in having new ideas and implementing the current ideas so that people can actually benefit. So we look to Brazil for leadership, and we come here and we find it.
Helper cells. And what you see,
I think there's a great opportunity here for moving the field forward. I think that there are great opportunities for investment in science and in moving towards a cure to help Brazil and to help this epidemic around the world. I don't know of a better opportunity than what I've seen right here in Sao Paulo, Brazil. I mean, I think that this is so important to the students because they get to meet international scientists, and that will further their careers because if they want to, in 2-3 years, go to an international laboratory to get more training, they now personally know some of these scientists. This will help them get into the best labs and then bring the science from there back to Brazil.
I think, for me personally, this is an opportunity to interact with other leaders in the field, really get up to date as to the most important and exciting advances in the field, and to establish relationships with scientists here in Brazil that I otherwise wouldn't have the opportunity, which can lead to continued scientific exchange, collaborations, opportunities to meet trainees that might be interested in coming to do some training in the laboratory. So it's really been terrific.
Nós temos um grupo de professores altissimamente qualificado. Pesquisadores brasileiros de diferentes cidades do nosso país, diferentes laboratórios e diferentes grupos de pesquisa, e vários cientistas internacionais, especialmente dos Estados Unidos, que gratuitamente vêm até São Paulo só para discutir esses assuntos e ensinar os estudantes, pesquisadores e médicos brasileiros.
I think this is a very important meeting, not only for the participants, but also for the people who come and present. It is a very, very good forum, not only for the students to learn, but also for the speakers to actually get together and talk about all their new data. Brazil for maybe 6 or 7 years, and I've actually seen the product of the education system here, of the HIV treatment, and since this course has been in existence for the last 7 or 8 years, you can actually see that the questions at the meetings are getting better, people are getting more confident, and there's a lot more communication between the investigators in Europe and in the United States and in Brazil, and this is leading to a better quality of products, I think, with more grants and more money coming into the Brazilian system.
This is primarily areas where we're collaborating and solving.
I think that one of the things that I take out of this meeting is that I get to hear a lot of very, very good scientists talk about the research that's going on in their laboratory. And this is very important. But second of all, I get to meet many Brazilian students who one day might come up to my laboratory in Miami. And as it is, I have 4 Brazilians working in my laboratory at the moment. So I'm always anxious to meet talented, hard-working Brazilians that want to come to the US to learn how we do science.
Se chama NEF-RL10.
One of the most important things for Brazilian scientists is to go to other countries and to other laboratories and learn how science is done in those countries. Brazilians can then return to Brazil, establish their own laboratories, and then teach other students, and the payoff for the Brazilian society is that first of all, they can develop new cures for various diseases, and there are lots of diseases that are peculiar to Brazil. For example, dengue is a massive problem here. Very little research is done in the United States because very few people are infected with dengue in the United States. But scientists that learn how to do science can come back to Brazil, maybe find drugs for dengue, maybe find a vaccine for dengue. This results in economic growth. This results in amelioration of suffering, which in fact is the most important thing that a scientist can do.
Iniciativas como o Curso Avançado de Patogênese do HIV são fóruns importantes para permitir que pessoas que militam na luta contra o HIV/AIDS aqui no Brasil tenham acesso a informações e contato com pesquisadores reconhecidos internacionalmente. Eu gostaria de convidar a todos para visitar o portal do curso e vir a São Paulo, na Faculdade de Medicina da USP, para participar desse importante evento.